welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by today. For today's video, I have for you the ColourPop Cabana Club palette, and I also have the blush sticks and the eyeliners that go along with this set. So if that sounds interesting to you, then why don't we go ahead and get started. Alright, so I have already primed my eyes. I am going to go ahead and zoom in to get a little closer so that you guys can see my eyes better. Alright, so I have you guys all zoomed in, and like I said, I think I've already primed my eyes. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the eye look with this beautiful palette right here, the Cabana Club palette. This started as an Ulta exclusive, but it is now at ColourPop. However, at the time of filming, on Ulta, this palette is on sale for $9, so I would hop on that if you are interested in this palette. It's probably online only at this point, because you know Ulta doesn't keep some of the palettes around for very long, so I would definitely jump on it if you decide that you like this palette. So this is what it looks like on the inside. So very pretty, very bright, colorful. Looks just kind of like the palette. The colors on the palette I think match very well to the shades that are in the palette. So I really like this palette. It's very bright. I'm trying to pull it back so you can see just how bright it is. Bright and colorful, but it also has some neutrals in here too. So I think that it works for a lot of people. So, alright, first thing I'm going to do is with a kind of a smaller brush. Let me see, like a Sigma, I think this is a Sigma small tapered blending brush, number E45 right here. I'm going to dip into the shade Bikini right here. And I'm going to start to put that in my crease just kind of on the inner portion right here, just a little bit right here. So that's how we're going to start. And these are powdery like all other ColourPop shadow palettes are, so just, you know, make sure to tap off your brush. So I'm just going to tuck it kind of to this inner pocket right here. Don't want to go too far over because I'm going to be adding something else to this. Okay, yeah, that's good, like right about there. I'll bring it down a little bit in my crease though, just a little bit. Alright, so I have that pink color bikini just kind of tucked in this little corner right here. Next up I'm going to dip into this purple shade called Cha Cha Cha. That's a fun name. Cha Cha Cha. And I'm going to kind of continue on from the pink right here and go out just a little ways. Again, making sure to tap my brush. So I'm going to start right here and just kind of blend it into that pink and go over, I don't know, to right about where my arch starts, maybe a little bit farther. Yeah, a little bit farther out. Making sure to blend it in real good with that pink. Okay, and now I'm just looking ahead right in the mirror right in front of me to make sure I'm kind of even. Okay, next up we're going to dip into this shade Pool Party, this really nice pretty dark blue, which by the way I think that is the only shadow in here that has this eye safety warning, which is really nice. There are no glitters in here, and that's the only shadow, Pool Party, that deep blue, that has an eye safety warning. So now I'm going to connect that to the purple and and bring it out a little ways past my eyebrow. Building this one up slowly. I don't want it to get too crazy. Making sure to blend as I go along. I lost a little bit of that purple. I'm gonna have to add some back in right here. Let me do that before I go with any more of this blue. Let's get some of this purple back in here. There we go. Here too. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of blend the colors into each other, like add the purple on top of the blue a little bit. So there's no harsh lines. And then blend the pink into the purple. Okay, I know it's looking a little wild and crazy right now, but I promise it will come together when I'm all said and done here. So, okay, next up, let's see, do I like the blend on that blue? Let me just kind of, without adding too much product, just really just get this blend on this blue right here. Okay, so now I want to actually deepen up my outer crease, and I'm going to continue to use that deep blue to go ahead and darken up my outer crease. I'm still using the same tapered blending brush. So I'm just going to start right here on my outer corner. I think I said outer crease, I meant outer corner. Basically just going to kind of try to connect it up to where I have this in the crease. Kind of just making this almost like a really big wing. I'll clean it up, it'll look more like a wing after I'm done. Probably should have started with the outer corner first and done this and then added the purple and the pink. But that's okay, we learn as we go along sometimes, don't we? I haven't done a look kind of like this in a while, so. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm going for there. Now I need to like reinforce the purple and the pink and blend them into that blue, especially the purple, and maybe bring it down just a little bit more into my crease. There we go, that's looking a little bit better. And trust me, I know it looks insane, but once I clean up the outer corner, it'll look a lot better. It'll just basically look like a wing. At least that's the plan. I'm just trying to use as many colors as possible on this beautiful palette because they're so bright and vivid, and we're almost entering fall, so autumn or fall or whatever we call it. So I'd like to get in a few more bright colorful looks before we start doing our fall looks, which actually I'm ready for those too. I'm ready for fall to be here. I'm tired of 95-degree days. Okay, then I'm going to dip into that pink. Bring it down in the crease a little bit more too. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. I know, like I said, it looks insane, but trust the process. It'll look better very soon, I promise. All right, so for my lid shades, for the outer portion of my lid, I'm going to use this gorgeous turquoise, I can't talk, turquoise called Cool Off. And then on more of the inner portion of my lid, I want to go into this really pink, really pretty kind of pinkish color called Copa Cutie. But we're going to start first with Pool Party right there first. Okay, I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill, or X Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH41 brush to do that. These shades are pressed again real soft like they always are, so I will be spraying my brush for sure because I already have a lot of fallout. I don't need more. Plus it really makes these foils stand out. So I'm going to start basically under the purple and go towards the blue. So kind of from my center lid. And start pulling it out towards the blue. Okay, so again, I know it looks crazy. Trust the process. So on the other side of the brush, I'm going to dip into this real pretty. It's like a, I think it's a duochrome. It's called Copa Cutie right there. It's kind of a peachy pink color. I'm going to do that on the rest of my lid, the inner portion of my lid. I'm just going to use the other side of this Jaclyn Hill brush. I already cleaned it up a little bit, cleaned it off on a paper towel. So I'm going to dip into Copa Cutie and spray that. Okay, and then we're just going to go from the inner corner all the way over. Making sure to bring it up to match up with that shimmer blue. Okay, now I'm kind of blending the two shades together so there's not like a harsh line. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. I promise it'll look better once I clean up the outer corner, do my complexion, and then we'll come back and we'll do the lower lash line and the inner corner as well. I know it's looking really crazy with this dark blue, but it won't be quite as far out as it is once I kind of clean this up. So I'm going to pop off camera and, you know, clean up my face because I have lots of fallout and do my complexion, and then I'll return and we'll finish up, like I said, the lower lash line. The inner corner we'll play with one of the blush sticks, and we'll play with one of the cream gel eyeliners as well. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So let's go ahead and finish this lower lash line and the inner corner. So for the lower lash line, I'm just going to kind of match what I did up here. So I'm going to do the pink here, the purple in the middle, and then the blue here. To do that, I'm going to use a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH, I believe that says 39. It's like a pencil brush. So I'm going to dip into the pink, which is called Bikini. Such a messy palette right there first. So I'll dip into Bikini and start that on my inner corner, matching up what I have up here. And I did not set my concealer in case I get a lot of fallout. Okay, next I'm going to dip into that pretty purple right there called Cha Cha Cha. Do that on the center portion of my lower lash line. Alright, and then lastly I'm going to dip into this pretty blue called Pool Party. And basically here I want to connect the outer corners to make sure it looks cohesive, and then I'll blend into that purple. And I know this is a super bold look. I just wanted to show off as many colors as I could because they're all so beautiful. And like I said, $9 for this palette on Ulta right now. Wow, that is a steal because it is now on ColourPop's website for $18. So I don't imagine it'll be available much longer on Ulta's website at that price. Just going to kind of dust off that brush and just go and kind of just blend these shades down at the bottom. Right below them, so they don't look too harsh. I'm really tempted to use the yellow, but I just don't think it'll work with this look. So I think what I'm going to do for my inner corner is use this really pretty, I guess it's kind of a champagne color called High Season. Right there, and put that in my inner corner. That way it'll brighten it up nice. For that I'm using a Real Techniques accent brush. So I'll dip in there and then I will be spraying my brush. Yeah, that looks good. Just something to kind of brighten up that inner corner. Okay, so there we go. Those are the eyes finished without lashes. But before I do my lashes, I'm going to go ahead and do use one of these ColourPop liners. I think what I'll use is the purple called Plum Splash. I'm going to go ahead and, because I think that they might still have the eyeliners possibly at Ulta, and I think they might be on sale. I'm not sure 100%, but I'm going to go ahead and swatch these for you guys so that you can see all the colors. And these have special packaging. They're adorable. They've got little like hibiscus looking flowers all over them to kind of match the palette. So there are the three colors, and you can see the flowers they're in gold, so they're kind of reflective. It's a little hard to see. But I'm going to use this one called Plum Splash. So let's go ahead and swatch that one first. So there's Plum Splash. Very pretty. The next one is called At Sunset. That's this pinky coral color right here. That's really pretty. Okay, and last but not least, we have Crystal Crush, which is this real pretty blue color. And they all seem to be shimmery. So there you go. There are the three liners. So like I said, we're going to go in with the purple one, Plum Smash. I'm going to see if I can get that in my waterline. Oh yeah, it's going in my waterline very nicely. Alright, so that's what it looks like with the Plum Smash in there. I'm not sure if y'all can see that or not. And there's the eyes right now. And again, I know it's very bold, but I wanted to use as many colors as I could, so this was the best way I could come up with doing that, was by doing kind of more of a graphic look up here. Alright, next up we have the blush sticks. So let me go ahead and swatch those for you guys. So there's two. There's one called Rum Runner and one called Shell Out. I think there's actually three, but I only got two. So Shell Out is this one, and it seems, oh actually, it doesn't seem as bright as I thought it was. So this is Shell Out. I thought it was going to be, no, it's pretty coral. Yeah, it's pretty coral. So there you go. It's kind of a coral shade. That's Shell Out. And then Rum Runner is this one. And this looks hopefully to be more of a nude. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. So there's Rum Runner down on the bottom. I'll pull back, make sure y'all can see the color differences. There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna use Rum Runner, this bottom one right here. I don't think I've ever used these blush sticks before, so I am gonna use my Beauty Blender to go in with it. That way I don't go too overboard, hopefully, and I don't know. Just don't want to go overboard too much, so I'm just going to get some on my sponge and then I'll apply it that way. That way maybe I have a little bit of control over where it goes. And I'm hoping it doesn't, well, lift the foundation. Nothing seems to be, oh yeah, I can see some color now. Because I have not set my face yet, so since I know I was using a cream blush. There we go, now I can see it. Very pretty. Yeah, definitely more on the neutral side, which I think was needed for this look. But since this is also dewy, I probably will, and I do think it kind of lifted my foundation a little bit, or my concealer. That's okay. But I probably will have to go ahead and set all this with powder because it's very, very dewy. And I don't think it'll last all day if I don't. Okay, I'm going to use the Milani Prep+Set+Glow to set my face. And I'm just going to use a powder brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush from their Crystal Quartz collection, and this is the #1 brush. Actually, I'll set under my eyes first. To do that, I'll use a Real Technique setting brush real quick. So let's do my eyes. I'll make sure I don't have any creases there still. If I do, I'll get them out real quick. No, they seem to be okay. Cool. So we'll just set under my eyes. Okay. Now I'll go in with the powder brush, and I'm just going to kind of stipple it on there because I don't want to move the blush around. I like the placement and I don't want to lose it too much. Going to use the Milani Make It Last Peach Scented Setting Spray right here. I'm working on reviewing all of the Milani fruit collections that they came out with, and I want to do a whole video on everything. That smells good. And where did I put my fan? There you are. Oh crap. We forgot to apply a highlighter. That's okay, I can apply that on top of the setting spray. So let's use a ColourPop highlighter. Let's use, yeah, let's use Flexitarian. I'm just gonna put that on with my fingers because I've already powdered. And sprayed. Okay, so there we go. There's our highlight. That's Flexitarian by ColourPop. Can't go wrong with that one. It is a bling highlight. Very pretty. Alright, so I'm going to pop off camera real quick and do my lashes and pick out a lip, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, I am back. So now I have my lashes and a lipstick on. So I used some pretty bold lashes because this is such a bold eye look. I think they're PUR Lashes in the style Diva. I'm not 100% sure because they were just here in my little storage case and I didn't label them or anything. But I think that's what they are. So I used the Loreal Age Perfect Lash Magnifying Mascara first on my upper and lower lashes, and then I used the Kiss Lash Glue Liner to adhere my falsies. And like I said, I think it's PUR Lashes in the style Diva, but I'm not 100% sure. The lip is a MAC lipstick in the shade Velvet Teddy. That's what that looks like right there. So I just wanted a simple nude, kind of your lips but better. So now this is what everything looks like. This is our look. I know it's very bold, but like I said, I wanted to try to use as many colors, especially their brighter colors, as I could so that you guys could see them. Turn to the side. I don't have my wings exactly perfect, so please forgive me for that. Maybe next time I do a look like this, I'll use tape. But anyways, so there's what it looks like on the side. And the front. And the other side. So, again, like I said, it's very bold. This probably, actually I probably would wear this outside the house during the day. I'm not afraid. But this is more like a going out evening look for me, I would say, in most cases. But I really think it's really pretty. And I was really pleased with the shadows that I've used so far. So let's take a look at the palette. Where did I put the palette? Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's see. I used how many shades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades out of 12. So I've used half the palette. The other half is a little bit more on the neutral side. So that's another great thing about this palette is you've got neutrals with lots of pops of color. So, you know, you can see these 2 shades here are neutral. This is a neutral. This is more neutral. I think this is more neutral right here. That's definitely neutral. So you can do neutral looks. You can do neutral looks with pops of color. You can do colorful looks. So I think this is a really well-rounded palette. And the fact that, like I said, during filming on Ulta Online just a few minutes ago, I saw that it was on, it doesn't even say it's on sale. It's just, it was marked for $9. And I think they still had at least one blush stick, and I think they still might have a few of the cream gel liners that were marked down as well. But they're not under the sale. You just need to go under ColourPop and look and find it there, or do a search by Cabana Club, and hopefully everything will come up that way. So I would definitely recommend this palette. I mean, this blue really impressed me. It was super easy to go on. Blended very well, blended very easily. Same thing with this purple. Purples are really hard to formulate. Went on like a dream, blended so easily. The shimmers are just gorgeous. So I don't know what else to say. I'm really happy with this palette, and I would recommend this palette for sure, especially for $9 if you can get that deal. That's an incredible deal. And then I only used one of the eyeliners, but I'm sure the other ones are just as good. But I used this Plum Smash eyeliner and my waterline. And is it still there? Yeah, it's still there. So I like that a lot. It's a very pretty color. I'll definitely use this on my upper and lower lash line. I'll use it on my upper when I'm not wearing falsies. And then of course on my lower lash line anytime I want to. Well, let's see what else. Oh, and then the blush stick. I think the blush stick is really pretty. It's still showing up even though I put powder on pretty well to me. I think I could maybe go in and add a little bit more to it, but it seems like a really dewy formula. And everything I'm wearing is really dewy today. I wore like a dewy primer and a dewy foundation, so even with powder and setting spray, my skin is still a little tacky, so I don't really want to add any more tackiness to it. I'm going to just leave it the way it is. That way I can get the most out of this look because I have some other videos to film after this. So with all that being said, I am happy with this collection, very happy with this collection. I would definitely recommend it, especially at the discounted price that I saw it on Ulta Online. Again, don't know how long that will be available there, but everything seems to be available on ColourPop's website at full price. But you know, they have sales all the time too, so they have like a whole collection on the ColourPop website where you can buy the whole bundle if you want to, and then they also have the individual items and whatnot too now. So it's good to see that you can now get that at the ColourPop website, because it did initially start off as an Ulta exclusive. So I do like to see that they're doing that more. All the Ulta exclusives seem to be coming to ColourPop as well, because I know my international friends can't get anything from Ulta, unfortunately. So when it's just an Ulta exclusive, they're kind of out of luck, which is really kind of a bummer. So I'm glad it's at ColourPop. Alright, so with all that being said, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a like, thumbs up. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm. I'm just a little micro channel trying to get noticed, which is hard in the YouTube algorithm. I would love if you would consider subscribing. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And make sure to ring that notification bell so that you're notified of all of my future content. I am currently doing a ColourPop Marathon, which is this part of it where I basically try to film at least every other day with a ColourPop palette. I basically have a ton of ColourPop palettes that I need to get through that I, purchased over the last few months and haven't been able to film with, so I'm trying to film with them as much as I can. I also have lots of other content coming up. I will have some giveaways coming up. I do reviews, tutorials, first impressions, I don't know, a mishmash of all kinds of stuff. So I try to keep it fresh on my channel and have a good variety of things for you to watch. So I would love to have you as a subscriber. And then again, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day or evening wherever you are in this world. I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are staying healthy. And I look forward to talking to you again real soon. Bye!